I don't know if you guys checked out the game on Sunday, but the Chiefs and the Bengals really put on a show. This game isn't going to be quite the same, but it's still going to be really entertaining. He starts out here with hitting almost every single throw, and he's going to take this one to the house. And in typical fashion, he's going to go for two. What else is new? I've noticed that with the new Madden players, a lot of my opponents recently have been going for two a lot, because that's just a new fashion. I usually never go for two unless my opponent does. I try to keep up, but I never like to start that kind of war. Luckily, we were able to tie the game with a two-pointer, but I've just been lately running out of my two-point plays. They haven't been working as much, so I had to kind of improvise over the course of the game. He decided to run the ball a bunch on me. I guess he didn't think I was going to expect it because he's playing as the Chiefs, obviously a pass-heavy team, which would make sense, but I was able to keep the run contained for most of the part, but escape artist on any quarterback is really hard to handle, so the quarterback run was definitely catching me off guard a little bit, but we did our best. He's in the red zone again, and we're able to get to him. We get him to a fourth down, and he decides to go for it. But luckily, we're able to swat that down, and we get the ball back. He's got me backed up a couple times where we're back near our own end zone, and we just barely get the ball off before we get absolutely destroyed by his defensive line. This time, just took way too long for the play to develop, and he gets me for the sack. The wheel route with Joe Mixon has been working pretty well so far in this game. Here's another play where he came right up the middle. Luckily, we get the ball away. I think it's because I was double teaming Chris Jones for the majority of the game, so once you do that, there's usually a free lane right up the middle, just like here. I'm not sure what exactly happened on that play, but just all the pressure, we heaved it up. I thought at worst it'd be knocked down, but the Honey Badger was there, so Tyrann Mathieu picks it off. But don't worry, because we get it right back here. And Mahomes tackles us. We kind of get a sense for the blitz, so we just dump it off here and pick up a first down. Get some decent yardage. We hadn't really been able to establish a good running game in this game. We've had to mostly rely on the pass. Here we read the coverage and we notice a little spot right up the middle, and so we just heave it downfield for Jamar Chase. Here there was an RPO, so I think there were too many linemen downfield, so we got a penalty for that, but luckily we get the sack here, and now it's third and forever. He just heaves it up downfield, and we're able to swat that away. He now goes for it on fourth and forever. I think he's thinking at worst he'll arm punt it, but instead he runs it, and he doesn't get anything. So I don't know what his thought process was on that. I mean, I'm not sure what he was trying to gain from that situation. That was actually a really risky decision, but luckily we didn't get intercepted. Here we just throw it into triple coverage. Not the best decision. Kind of got greedy and wanted to force it. He goes for the onside kick, but luckily we're on lockdown. Again, we just could not establish a running game. And this was really risky. We almost got a huge tackle for loss over there. And again, just getting greedy, forcing the ball downfield. Bad decision, R.A.M. Never do this. He tosses it out, but luckily we're able to get him on the tackle for a loss right there. Good play. He hits the zone right before my linebacker's able to crash on that ball. Here he runs and he actually picks up the first down. Now he's rolling outside the pocket again. We actually get to him, so I was really happy about that, but he still picks up the first down on the following play. That ball just got away from Mahomes. Luckily, he was not able to toss it out, and we get him for the sack there, and then we stop him on fourth down. We're able to evade a tackler there. There were too many people there. There were two people and only one blocker, so we couldn't pick up a block. We get this bomb to Jamar Chase again. That's another touchdown. We try to go for two here. I tried to run it. I thought I was going to fake it, but again, we hadn't established a running game all game, so I didn't know why I thought that was going to work. Luckily, we get the interception here, but on the previous play where he beat my cover two, I knew I shouldn't have run that play. I thought maybe my defensive line could get pressure in time and I could hold him off of my linebacker and kind of confuse him in the middle of the field, but he burned my cover two like I thought he probably would. He's taking really a risk, and the risk was not worth the reward. But luckily, I was able to tackle him and then get the interception on the next play. Just run into a wall again. Get a decent yardage gain there. And here we're able to swing around with Tyler Boyd, go into the end zone, and this will basically be the last final play because we took his ankles and he was just